Have you ever been in a condition where after reading, you close your book, you stand up, take two steps in front, take two steps backward, and it's as if you have forgotten everything that you have read, like everything. At that particular time, it's like your brain is on disappearing message. And I understand how that feels, because it just feels as if you are wasting your time. It just feels as if you are not good enough. It gives you this sense of discouragement to even continue reading or continue studying. But I have a remedy. There are tips you are supposed to follow that when you finish reading, you will be able to remember all that you have learned. One of the problems is that our brain stores information first in the short-term memory. And if you don't apply these tips after standing and walking, maybe doing one or two things, the brain just sees this information, maybe it's not necessary, and the brain will just wash away that information or flush it away. That is what I will show with you, or I will share with you in this video, how to remember everything you have learned. Helpful tips. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Basi Ejogba. I'm a 400 level student in the University of Calabar studying medical laboratory science, and in my channel I help students level up their academic game. I also share helpful tips on this channel focusing on personal development. So if you love content like this, don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button so I can continue getting updates anytime I drop videos like this, and so that you can help me grow. And just like I've said, you are in the right place to get the right tip on how you can be able to remember everything that you have learned. Firstly, you have to know that growing up, we were being packed up with the passive learning technique. Passive learning technique started when you take your bath in the morning, you go to class, you sit down, the lecturer teach or the teacher teach. What you just have to do, or the teacher taught you, what you just have to do is to copy notes, go to the house and read, close your book, tomorrow you are back. That is passive learning. You have to imbibe the active learning technique. Number one of the active learning technique is the active recall. The active recall is one where after you finish reading a particular book, let's say you study respiration in biology. After finishing a particular topic, you close that book, quiz yourself, ask yourself questions to see whether you can be able to remember concepts on respiration that you just read. Now at this particular time, after you finish reading, you are not just saying, oh, I'm true. We are asking yourself questions, and this will tell the brain that no, this information is very, very helpful, or it's very, very important. I have to store it and move it straight to the long-term memory. That is the active recall. After I finish reading, close the book and quiz yourself, ask yourself questions, test yourself, and that is just it. Secondly, is to use the spaced repetition. The spaced repetition is simply studying more in less time. That is the spaced repetition. What I simply means is that from your study schedules, you are supposed to have chemistry on Monday. What you simply do is to study that chemistry on Monday. Tuesday, you study any other subject. Let's say on Monday, you study thermodynamics in chemistry. On Tuesday, you study any other subject. And on Wednesday, you go back to study that chemistry. But at this particular time, you are going to study that chemistry. You are not going to a new subject. You are first of all glancing through the thermodynamics that you read on Monday. This will also affirm to the brain that yes, this information is very necessary and this information is going to remain forever. It's just like growing up, the way we were able to learn A, B, C, D. We found out that when we go to school today, we learn A, B, C. Tomorrow as we are coming back, our teachers are also teaching us A, B, C, D. Because they want this information to not just remain in our short-term memory, but to create a sense of urgency, a sense of importance to the brain that this information is very, very helpful. So you have to employ the spaced repetition. And thirdly, we have the famous technique. The famous technique is simply teaching someone else what you know. Now, how this technique works is that if you are able to teach someone else what you know in a layman understanding, breaking down what you know, it means that you understand the concept. Because it's not easy to teach someone else what you read. So the ability for you to teach someone else what you read in a very simplified manner really means that you have to understand it. Now, in the case that you maybe made a mistake and in the course of your explanation, you tend to forget any other concept, you still have the opportunity to go back to your book and still revise on it and still come back again. You will say, okay, there's nobody for me to teach. Teach an imaginary audience. Just form an audience, start teaching them what you have learned. Start talking to your clothes. Start talking to anything in your house. You can even start talking to your dog. But let it just be that you are trying to form an imagination where you teach someone else what you know. That is known as the famous technique. Fourth on the list is that you have to make it fun. Fun. When you are studying does not mean you have to be serious. You have to frown your face and be studying. You will forget. The brain loves relaxation. So in the course of your study, make your study fun. Use visuals. After you read a particular topic from your textbook, go on YouTube, watch videos. If possible, listen to podcasts, listen to audiobooks. You understand my point? So that is just the brain loves fun. The brain loves connection. Connecting what you have learned to what is happening in the environment. And also mnemonics. Remember when I was having tutorials, I was teaching small children, like primary school children, I was teaching them vowel sounds. This is how I taught them vowel sounds. So vowel sounds are sounds produced without obstruction. Example, a, e, o, u. Now I make my learning to fun, like I turned my learning to fun, because I was able to turn vowel sounds, like the definition of vowel sound, examples of vowel sound, I put it in a song. These children were able to grab this concept that up to today, like this is 7 years or 5 years, up to today these children are still able to remember this song. So in the course of your study, make it fun, put it through some visuals, mnemonics and the rest. So to have a recap where you can be of how to remember everything you have learned, talked about the active recall, talked about the space repetition, talked about the teaching someone else, which is the famous technique, and making it fun. Remember that building a structure where you are able to remember everything you have learned is all about consistency. It's all about dedication, and it's all about focusing on what truly matters. If you love this video, please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button, and also don't forget to share this video to your friends so that they can come here and get value, and in turn I'll feel motivated to continue dropping videos like this. Drop it in the comment section which of these tips you are going to try right away. And until I see you in my next video, always remember that you're wonderful, always remember that you're unique, and always remember that you're a best setter. I really love you. Thank you.